day, everyone. How are you all doing today? That might be better. Figured I'd do this in the library again today because why not? Go this way. Yeah, that works. Hello, Mark. How's it going? Just hold on here. I just gotta get this up and running so I can see your comments. Oh, look at that, Captain Foley's live. Yeah, baby. Look at Captain Foley go. All right, we got a lot of people here. AC Costello, Jason, Guy, Nemesis Warrior, Dystopian Guy, Cryptic Spider-Man, Death Knight, Predator. Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Anton Smith, Devin Larson, Sean O'Sullivan. What up? What's up? So I don't have any particular game plan for tonight. I will share the, I will pin the rules for the trivia stuff. If you guys do want to do trivia, we'll just go right ahead. And we'll do the pop culture tonight. So that, you know, we hit more than just Star Trek, because there's more to Captain Foley than just Star Trek. Okay? Yeah. Devin Larson has joined the channel at the rank of Commander. Welcome aboard, Commander. Good to see you. You're already the same rank as Commander Calkins. Never fear, your handy sidekick is here, says Fleet Pod. Good to see you. Dom says, what's up? Battlestar? I mean, if you're asking if you can ask questions about that, sure. I might not get them because I'm not big. I mean, I'm not big on Battlestar. I love Battlestar Galactica, don't get me wrong, especially the original one. But I haven't watched all the new ones, so there's that. But, yeah, anything will do. So I pinned the instructions there at the top as far as drinks go. I do have the Socialite. This is the peach vodka soda. So we're going to have that tonight. Crack into that, baby. And for shots, I don't have much of this left, but some Jerry's, Sailor Jerry spiced rum. So I might need to go grab something else if the need arises. I do have some other stuff downstairs, so see how it goes. Justin says I recommend it. What's Battlestar? Yeah, I know. I started watching it. I just couldn't get past the shaky cam every fucking 3 seconds. Gave me a headache. Quick question: what would the star date be today? I don't know. There's there's Stardate calendars on online. You can look that up, but Devin Larson, Ashley Cap. I remember over a year, just had to upgrade my payment info. Oh, yes. Death Knight Predator, a woman's drink. The rum is good. Hey, Death Knight Predator, go fuck yourself. I have a real issue when people make fun of somebody's drink of choice. It's not really my drink of choice per se. I've had beer before. Even when you have beer, it's like, oh, that tastes like piss. No, let somebody enjoy what they're drinking. You don't have to comment on it. This is actually really good. It's light for the summer. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like piss or beer. This is peach. Got nice, and it goes down easy. So I really get upset when people say things like that. Fleetpaw says we don't drink shame here. That's right. Exactly what I was just saying. It's something I look down on. I frown upon it from on high. I'm just kidding. The guy says, the Junkman sent me. Hey, we'll say hi to the Junkman. I was just over there for a minute or two to pop in on a stream because I saw I was live, but I was getting ready for this one. So thank you for joining the guy. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. Thank you all. Won't be disappointed. Broken Speaker, $3. Truth be told, I could never get into the new BSG. Thank you. I mean, I was enjoying it, but I really needed to. Once I noticed the shaky cam, I couldn't unnotice it. So we would stop at the end of the episode, and we would, watch it like a night later, or 2 nights later, and didn't notice it because it's not so bad in some scenes. But I don't mind the scenes with the with the space battles where it's like it zooms in and it's like that's great because that's how a zoom in lens would work. That looks great. So when people are in a room talking and there's like shit in front of them and it's like the camera's doing this, it's like, would you fucking stop? Stop. Unless somebody's spying on them, which I guess we're supposed to be as the audience. It fucking irritates me so much. Just stop with the shaky cam. Everything does shaky cam now, and I kind of hate it. Jedi Productions, in my country, piss is piss. Piss is slang for booze. Eric Smeen says, hey, Captain Foley. Clone Trooper Trex, 501st. Good morning from Scotland, Captain. Well, good morning, Scotland. The guy, rum and coke is my shit. Yeah, I love rum and coke. Hey, MacArthur. Hey, Cap. Death Knight Predator. I'm laughing so hard. We need to hang out soon. Supposed to get together with Sky in the summer and Aaron maybe then. Yeah, well, definitely you're welcome here. I mean, I've had Aaron and Sky over not that long ago. I would love for you to come and join as well. That would be great. Justin says, where do you stand on Firefly? I stand on the basis that I haven't seen it. I have it. I have the complete series, all 7 seasons on Blu-ray. And I also have the movie Serenity, but I haven't watched them yet. So I do have them. Keep your judgments to yourself. Chuck A. Star Trek Las Vegas is a little over 1 month. I'm going to try to go. I will not be going this year, unfortunately. It's just not something that was in the cards this year. We'll see about later. Captain Casey Stewart. Captain, what is your favorite steam locomotive? Either the Hudson or the Berkshire. They are both amazing, amazing steam locomotives. So yeah, Hudson or Berkshire. I like them both. I like the big steam locomotives. So, Feed Me Seymour is eating a ham sandwich. Okay, is that code for something? Anyway, Broken Speaker. Yeah, people should not be judgy about drink choice. Exactly that. I'm not making you fucking drink it, so shut the fuck up. Fleetpaw. I usually drink Rolling Rock in the summer, light, crispy, and not terribly heavy. Ew, but Rolling Rock is such piss. You should do something else. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it bugs me so much. The guy is subbed. Good man. Thank you so much. Trout Bum Wombat. Everybody hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, everybody. We have 39 people here with 41 likes, so it's pretty good. But some of you probably haven't hit like yet, which means we can get that up a little bit higher. Let's aim for 45. Now it's only 3 more likes. Mark says the last season of Reimagined Battlestar was disappointing for me. This last season of a lot of things are disappointing because they do such a good job. It's hard to find a way to end it, Bill Jr. too. You get used to it, like NYPD Blue sort of point of view. You say that, but maybe if I watched a few back to back, but just once I notice it, I can't unnotice it, and sometimes it's give me a fucking headache. I just need to stop. It's a bad fucking choice. For 1 or 2 scenes, sure. If somebody's having a conversation at the end of a hallway that somebody else is overhearing, you get the point of view of like somebody peeking around the corner or whatever. Fine, but not every fucking scene. Fuck. Just stop. Kate MacArthur. I'm hoping Picard Season 2 will somehow retcon Discovery's Canyon-ish. I've been wishing for that too. I wish that Enterprise would have retconned its own fucking mistakes. Because they had the Time Wars, they had Daniels, they had a Future Guy, and they had the perfect setup to fix their fuck-ups, and they didn't. The whole time I was watching, I was like, no, they can fix this. This is okay. We can do this. But maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. Let me... I just want to move that over a bit like that. Cryptic Spider-Man finally got my XL TOS Enterprise, and it looks amazing. My only gripe with that is that the point that comes out of the deflector dish is really fragile. Yeah, well, that's the problem though. When you get that scale, it's going to be out of scale point-wise, or it's going to be fragile. So, broken speaker. Also, a big problem I had with BSG was their technology seemed so weak. Like if you could figure out space jumping, you could figure out how to destroy some machines. The guy, LOL, same, never watched Firefly. My dude, the guy, I like him. He is the man, you could say. But the guy. What? Dom says, I have an interesting question for you. Compared to Starfleet class, Galaxy class, how big do you think a Behemoth class Terran battle cruiser from StarCraft would be? No idea. Never played StarCraft. Samuel would probably know. We'd have scale charts if we ever did that on Fleet Yards. So probably I'd say twice as long, maybe. I don't know. Just a guess. I don't even know what it looks like. So, Jadic Productions. We just came out of a snap lockdown and to hang out with you, Cap, is the icing on the cake. Damn right it is. It's a privilege to be here. You're welcome. Heavy Cap, what did you think about The Expanse? I'm only halfway through season 3, maybe episode 5 or 6. Fuck, it gets good. Season 1 is a fucking boring pile of shit. Season 1's not good at all. Like the last episode or 2 is pretty good. Season 2 is good. Season 3 is good. So it's getting good. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it, unfortunately. But I am getting there, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it, especially the space battles. Space battles are really good. Sailor Moon fan, 692. Derek Wetter. I've been learning more about starship combat and applying Star Trek tactics to my Sigma series railjack and wireframe. I'm confusing my dorsal and ventral sometime. Just think of it this way. Don't get confused. Dorsal, just think the dorsal fin on a whale. It's on top. Or the dorsal fin on a shark. It's the one that slices through the water. So dorsal is always top. That's how I remember it. Dorsal is like a fin. So it's on top. Fleet Power, I forgot to hit like when I came in. Does that mean I'm fired? No, you're fine. Gade MacArthur, I personally wish Denise Crosby played your sister. Kind of weird, but like a twin sister. Donnie Pearson. Hello, Donnie. How's it going? And yes, American Independence Day Eve. Yeah, we still have fireworks going off tonight. Last night I did a walk around when there was fireworks going on as a live. And yeah, happy Canada Day to all the Canadians. The Canadians. And happy Independence Day to all y'all Americans. Rest in peace, Brock Peters, 94 today. What middle name did he give to his son Benjamin? Lafayette. Feed me Seymour. Havana Club, rum, Coke, 2 ice cubes, 1 slice of orange. Perfect drink for hot weather. Heavy Cap. Enterprise was still enjoyable. Star Trek, even after that. Everything after that, I just can take. I don't know. Discovery season 3 is on. Season 2 and season 3 were on CTV Sci-Fi the last few days, so I've been watching them. And if I'm not sitting there like getting screenshots for it or making notes or getting in a review mode, it's kind of enjoyable actually. I mean, I don't mind Discovery. I always looked forward to a new episode of Discovery when it was on. It always excited me that the new Trek was on, and I just love Star Trek, regardless of how good you think it is or isn't. I really enjoy it. So. Captain Casey Stewart, Captain, my favorite steam locomotive class, 83 Shea, specifically class, cast-centric railroad number 5. I would have to look that up. Zachary Gibbons, 4th of July coming up here. How was Canada Day for our northern neighbors? It was fine and uneventful and nice and cool. It was a nice cool day. Same with today. Very nice weather. Death Knight Predator. I hope you have been tuning in to Bad Batch. I have a damn good theory about the plot of the whole series. I've only seen up to episode 3. Again, I don't have a lot of time to watch these things, so I'm spreading out my viewing over multiple things. And unfortunately, that means sometimes I'm not always up to date with everything. So, Cryptic Spider-Man. If a war between Starfleet and the Galactic Empire were to occur, who do you think would win? Starfleet, hands down. Cade MacArthur, Subak and Tarak take over the Soviet Union. Okay. Death Knight Predator. Hey, hey. Who plays Warframe? I'm a god in that game. Really? Never even heard of Warframe, so who cares? Justin says, I've had a hard time getting through the first season of The Expanse. Yes, the first season is a bit of a slog. It's very, I don't know, not good. I guess is good to describe it. So I'm right there with you. ENGO9 is here. Hello, Captain. Hello, my friend. Sean O'Sullivan. Opinion on expansion on Star Wars lore and animated series. Many sins were fixed. Could we do the same with Star Trek? Yes, we absolutely could. So please do. And especially now that with season 2 of Picard, they got Q back. And Q even makes a point of saying about the time is broken. So let's fix that shit. Let's get that done. Bill W. Jr. 2. Getting away from the sci-fi worlds, did you ever watch the Spartacus series on Stars? More somewhat historical-ish. So violent, gory, and just short of porn. That's another one I started watching. I think I got into episode 3. Me and Sylvia were watching it, and then I completely forgotten about it till this moment. So maybe something we should go back and revisit. Yes, they were great games the other night, ENG. Thanks for joining me for Bridge Crew. If you haven't watched our Bridge Crew lives, you should. We're going to be doing a professional one soon. Professional. Like, we're actually in Starfleet, and we're not going to be talking about real-world stuff. We're not going to be joking around on the bridge. We're going to be, like, giving orders, giving responses that Starfleet crew would do. I think that'll be fun. So that's something that we want to do, and we will be doing that at some point in the future soon. Mark says there are fireworks going off all around me. Yeah, there's some across the street just now. So Fleetpaw says Starfleet transporters, more powerful weapons and shields. And Jean-Luc Picard, Ben Sisko, and Catherine Janeway. That Junkman, Trekyards, is all over the place. Well, first of all, Junkman, Trekyards is one word, not two. And we are all over the place. I don't know if you mean that in a good way or a bad way. But Dystopian Guy, making a DS9 Nemesis jacket is a painful experience. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't watched That Junkman, go subscribe to That Junkman if you like Star Wars toys or just toys of the 80s and 90s, 70s, 60s, old toys. He has some really creative videos and a good channel, so go subscribe. Sailor Moon fan 692 Derek Wetter. Call me crazy. Okay, you're crazy. But my favorite ship to this day is Grissom in Star Trek Online. I used it to fight species 8472. Crazy. Feed me Seymour. Picard or Discovery series? Which you prefer? Discovery. Hands fucking down. Picard season 1 was a steaming pile of unorganized, uninteresting, character-breaking dog shit. Jedic Productions, have you ever heard of the game Freelancer? And if so, have you played it? I have not done either, because I never heard of it, so. Zachary Gibbons, do you like any of the Marvel movies, Captain? Are you interested in seeing Black Widow? From what I am hearing, Taskmaster was a disappointment, and no, Tony Stark is not in it. I am looking forward to it, and I do love the Marvel movies. So I know Junkman doesn't like the Marvel movies or haven't necessarily watched them, but that's okay. But I enjoy them. Me and Sylvia like watching those. We've been watching Loki. Of course, we watch WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. And yeah, we're caught up on Loki. So, Kate MacArthur. If there's multiple Qs, does that mean polytheism is the right religion in the Trek world? Maybe. This guy throws in $1. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is greatly appreciated. And thank you, Junkman, for sending this guy over to my channel. I love his name, this guy. He the man. Mark, I tried rewatching season 1 of Disco a couple of times, and I still couldn't get myself to enjoy it, except for the Mirror Universe episodes. Season 2 and 3 are still it for me. Season 1 has its own little hidden gems. I do like a lot of the characters. I like Lorca. I like Stamets. I love Tilly. There are some really good episodes. But yeah, overall, it's not the best. But season 2 definitely course corrected a lot, and season 3 did as well. So yeah, I got to give it to them. Discovery is still enjoyable. Put it that way. I don't mind watching Discovery. Zachary Gibbons, Star Trek would beat Star Wars, but what would you rather have by your side, a lightsaber or a phaser? A phaser. Absolutely, 1000% a phaser. And I'm a sword guy. I collect swords. I know how to sword fight. I've got multiple swords, but I want a phaser, especially one with multiple settings. You know, heat, disintegrate, stun. I guess I had to use that maybe once or twice. Kill. It's a much better weapon, more long range. You got a guy coming at you with a lightsaber. I guess if he's a force wielder, he could block the phaser beams. Although I don't think phaser beams are the same as blaster beams, so I don't think he could deflect a phaser beam necessarily. Plus, it's a steady beam, not just a steady beam. So when he blocks it, you just do this with your phaser, and just fucking slice him into 5-6 pieces. It's fine. Surik of Vulcan, Picard Season 2 in the 21st century. LA sounds like a budget issue. Not even San Francisco. Cade MacArthur, has anyone seen The Death of Stalin? I have not. Season 1 is painful. That's being generous. Death Knight Predator, you never heard of Warframe, and they host TennoCon at the Comic-Con place for FCCCCCCCCCCCCCC years ago. Also, we're always on the main floor of FCCCCCCCCCCCC and London CCCCCCC. Of course, that's Forest City Comic-Con and London City Comic-Con. No, I've never heard of it. And I've been to a lot of those, obviously, so can't be that good. Feed me, Seymour. We lost the gift shop on VR. We lost the gift shop on the lower deck. Oh my god, and the gelato stand. Serious Bridge Crew, no. We might do, okay, maybe not the whole live stream, but maybe 1 or 2 missions. Do by the book, you know? We'll see. What are your expectations of Picard Season 2 for it not to suck and to correct things and to hopefully tie in some interesting stuff? I don't know. That Junkman just threw in a $2 super chat and says, what Star Trek uniform is the best? You need to go watch our top 10 Star Trek uniforms that we did 2 weeks ago. It was a live. It's about 2 hours long, but Samuel and myself go through all of our favorite uniforms. Honestly, the best one is the one from Star Trek 2, the Monster Maroon, followed probably by the Nemesis one. So yeah, go watch that live because we ranked them. So Derek Wetter. I have a cool phaser collection too, Star Trek TOS phaser and Star Trek 3 phaser from Damage Select, a TNG Type 1 Cricket phaser, and a TNG Type 2 phaser from Playmates and Ruby's Toys. I have a massive phaser collection as well. Most of them are downstairs, but I've got the Star Trek 6 Assault phaser. I've got a bunch of TOS ones. I've got the Enterprise phase pistol. I've got the Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan phaser. I got so many phasers. I even just recently got a Dolphin phaser from TNG. So, Sean O'Sullivan, a guy was recently a guy was recently love streaming. Ooh, sounds kinky. TNG Unity, as he figured out this 1996 game. Games were tough and tedious back in the day. My buddy Brad, Brad Rose, actually was streaming that not that long ago. So I don't know if that's who you're watching. But yeah, Star Trek: A Final Unity was a fantastic game that I played a lot back in the day. Never beat it, but that Junkman. Well, I should have said you are all over the place as you were just in my live stream. Yes, I was just getting ready for the live stream. Saw you were live. Thought I'd jump in and say hi. And yeah, I love supporting my other fellow creators and friends. So yeah. Oh my God. Bill W. Jr. 2. The Spartacus seasons are out of order. Season 1 starts the story. Season 2 goes back in time, and Season 3 concludes it. Zachary Gibbons. A serious bridge crew would be awesome. Problem is you have to tell new players as they enter the room to place it. We don't have new players. We've got a bridge crew. We actually have 5 people. Plaidman rarely shows up, but we have all the slots filled, so we don't have to tell. I don't play with newbies. I don't fucking open my room to the public, because screw that. They're all a bunch of... I don't know if ENGO9 is still here, but the one time we did that, and one guy popped in, he's like, everything we said, he's like, oh, that's what she said. And this other girl was like super quiet the whole time. So you give her an order or like tell her to do something. It's just nothing. It's like, are you doing it? Because what I told you to do isn't happening. Hello. It's like, no, I don't open my games up to the public. Screw that. I need people I know in there. The Guy. You ever watch One Step Beyond? It's like a low budget Twilight Zone. I've never even heard of that, so no. Sean O'Sullivan, how do you think Cisco would do in charge of Voyager? After In the Pale Moonlight, I reckon he would use the array to go home. Oh, probably. Yeah, they would have been home way quick with Cisco in command. That Junkman, I liked a few of them. They just seem to be all the same to me. I don't like action movies much. I don't know what you mean. If we were talking about action movies, I don't think we were. Trout Bum Wombat. I hope Q turns Picard human age again. I don't know. Or human again. I don't know why the android Picard bothers me so much. Yeah, I hope he does too. AC Castillo. Who said logic is the cement of our civilization with which we ascend to chaos using reason as our guide? T. Plana Hoth, matron of Vulcan's philosophy. T. Plana Hoth. Cade MacArthur. I think the Marvel movies are overrated. So, that's your problem. Because they're really... I can see why some people might say that, and some of them probably are. But overall, they're really well done. Really well-crafted movies. AC Castillo. I love the One Step Beyond. Hashtag The Guy. Fond memories in my family. Jedi Productions. Okay, folks. Imagine this is Samuel L. Jackson was second character of Star Trek First Contact. Now what do you think he would say towards the end? Assimilate this, motherfucker. Sturm von Alk. Ugh, Star Trek Discovery is like a hot barb needle to the eyes and ears. Sean O'Sullivan. Is a batleth as impractical as people let on? No, and there's a guy, Shadowversity, or Shadow fucking verse, I don't know, he's some dipshit on YouTube that does sword videos, which I really used to enjoy. And he did one on the Batleth. And he obviously has no fucking clue what he's talking about. And so that made me really not want to watch anything by him ever again. Shadowversity, whatever. The guy's an idiot. And, I mean... if you get the fluid motion of the Batleth down, it's actually a pretty effective weapon. And honestly, I've got one in the other room, and it's quite interesting to wield. It's quite handy, actually, considering the curves and stuff on it. You can do some, like sweep the leg, do Cobra Kai style, so. The Guy, never bring a lightsaber to a phaser fight, right? Junkman, I hated Picard Season 1, but I have to remind myself I didn't like TNG Season 1 either, so maybe the show needs time to grow like TNG did. No. It's a totally different animal considering it's serialized storytelling. And season 1 of TNG is not that bad at all. We just finished reviewing it not that long ago, and it's a lot better than people remember. Derek Wetter, The Balance of Terror reminds me of the movie Enemy Below, I think it's called, where a German U-boat fights against an American submarine. It's amazing how phasers can be used as depth charges. Yep, that's exactly what it was based on, so... Fleet Paw says, at Sean O'Sullivan, I would say no. The Discovery ones, though, absolutely. The Junkman, LOL, I see the link below. Didn't notice it was yours. That's why I asked. Captain Casey Stewart, Serious Bridge Crew would be awesome. Feed Me Seymour says, been working of artwork for my new Star Trek Rescue idea. Just finished prototype uniforms. Cool. Derek Wetter, still the uniforms are good but confusing. Red nowadays are high rank. Gold is lieutenant. And TOS, they are flipped. Well, red is command. It doesn't have to be a high rank. You can be a lieutenant with a red uniform on. Red is command division. Gold is like engineering and sciences. And blue is like support services like medical. Whereas in TOS, gold was command, red was support or engineering and security, and blue was sciences like science division and medical. So, Surika Vulcan, phasers on wide beam setting would beat a lightsaber. Yes, it would. Cade MacArthur, if I'm ever in charge of a Trek show, I should set it in the 25th century, and I would put a line that would suggest the events of Discovery was just an urban legend. Mark says the Dreadnought Dominion crew have sent updates, and they surpassed their Go. I know, I got the update today as well, so. Sean O'Sullivan, the only reason the Wrath of Khan uniforms were red was they needed to dye the TMP uniforms to save money, and that was the easiest color to do to drown out the pastels from the first film. Justin says, see you later. See you later, man. Junkman says, Marvel. Okay. Cryptic Spider-Man says, might consider jumping on Discovery Season 2 and 3. You absolutely should. I need to adjust my seat here. Hold on. My ass is getting sore. I got sciatica, and it's really acting up today in this seat for some reason, so. Whew. Zachary Gibbons. My favorite Star Trek uniforms are the colorful ones like TOS, TNG, Voyager, and part of DS9. Fleetpaw says, I'd say more like an alternate timeline. Yes, it definitely is. Oh, yeah. The Discovery is the Discoverse. It's like the Kelvin universe. It's its own timeline. It's its own reality, if you will. So. I get that people don't like Star Trek Discovery. That's cool, but why do you feel like you try to ruin it for those that do like it? And it's a valid question. Or if somebody says they do like it, you're like, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You're stupid. I'm not listening anymore. Okay, go fuck yourself then. I don't care. Feed Me Seymour. That's actually a good idea for a Trekyards episode. Rate all the past captains and how they would have coped with the Voyager scenario. How quick would Kirk, Picard, Riker, Archer, Sisko get? That's a fucking fantastic idea, actually. I should run that by, I'm going to say Sylvia. She's the Admiral, after all. I should run it by Samuel, because I think that'd be a good discussion topic for a live. Sean O'Sullivan, expanding on the Voyager idea, have it replace the Kobayashi Maru in the Academy as the no new win scenario. Ooh. But there is a win if you get back. But then it's not a win because then the Ocampa are screwed and all that. So maybe it's time. Feed Me Seymour. Scotty wore red command, but he wasn't a captain. Scotty was third in command of the ship. It was Kirk, Spock, then Scotty. His rank department didn't matter. It was just the way it is. In TNG, it's Picard, Riker, and Data. Data's third in command. So, again, and Data's wearing the yellow, which in TOS would be red. So it's the same. So it's just how it is. The guy, Captain Canuck. Cade MacArthur, I actually have a theory that all of the non-canon content for Star Trek, the books, facet comics, and Shatnerverse exists in this canon timeline as urban legends. Sure, that's interesting. Maybe they're just the prime universe, and all the shit that we're seeing now is just not. Because they're all fucking better than what we got now. Doug, happy I caught one of these. My work schedule has been killing me. Well, good to see you, Doug. Derek Wetter, I'm curious. If the captain says rotate shield harmonics, would the shield be like a spinning ball? And would a phaser hit bounce off? No, it wouldn't be like a spinning ball. Rotate shield frequencies just means, or shield harmonics, as you put it, just changes the frequency. Because the shielding's at a certain frequency. If you have that frequency, you can fire through the shields coming in, as we saw in Generations. All it means is to rotate the shield frequency or harmonics is just to keep changing that, have it rotating on a random loop, essentially. Gavin Vale Smith, I love Discovery. It was a great show. Feed Me Seymour, I have Eagle Moss, small and original Enterprise. I might get another one or two tomorrow as I'm hitting the shops. Any suggestions which to get? Oh, fuck, there's so many. I would say go check out my Eagle Moss reviews. I have an Eagle Moss review playlist. I would go check those out. If you order through Eagle Moss, which you're not doing because you're going out to the shops, but if you are using Eagle Moss online, click the link down in the description below to get you there. There's a link to the Eagle Moss store, and then once you're there, when you are about to check out, use the discount code Trekyards10 to save yourself 10% off your orders. So. That Junkman, Star Trek works best episodic, and it's best to be able to just watch a few episodes, your favorite episodes. Hard to do that later with serialized shows, so harder to get attached to it. Yeah, 1000% agree with you. That's why the new show coming out, Strange New Worlds with Captain Pike, is going to be episodic. And that's what made Star Trek great, because you could have 24 episodes in a season. 7 of them could fucking suck, but who cares? The rest were good. So you have a hit and a miss every once in a while. But when it's serialized, if you don't follow the course that your story is going, or tie up all your loose ends or whatever, because it's one story, if that story is not good or not told properly or not written well, like a lot of Discovery and stuff is, that's where the problem is. That's where it goes wrong. So. Sturm von Ulk. Notice today the Avalon universe uses the Foley class dreadnought. You're going to be in their upcoming films. Well, okay, that is not the Foley class. Oh my God, I hate having to do this. They wrote that to be the Foley class. I thank them for that. That was amazing. The actual Foley class model that was used was just a Federation class dreadnought, and that pisses me off. Now, the reason that was done, though, it was supposed to be a Foley class, but it's the Foley class high-res model wasn't done on time. So Samuel, when he did the visual effects, had to use the Federation class dreadnought, and it pisses me off because they had already filmed the line. It's a Foley class, and it's not. So everybody's like, "Hey, the Foley class was it?" Like, it's not the Foley class though. It's the Foley class in the Avalon universe is the answer, because the Avalon universe is different than Prime universe. So there you go. That's the Foley class in the Avalon universe, if you want to get technical. But yeah, I'm going to be in more upcoming fan films and stuff, so pay attention. Guy Core, it's like the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Star Trek timelines are more muddy than Terminator timelines. I won't argue with that. Cryptic Spider-Man says, I think the Beyond uniforms are pretty good. The 09 and ID, I don't know what that is. Uniforms to me feels like sports teams, sports shirts and uniforms. The Beyond uniforms were good, absolutely. Oh, Into Darkness. Yes, okay, gotcha. Yeah, the Beyond uniforms were the best. Beyond was the best of the Kelvinverse movies, for sure. Cade MacArthur, my theory can also apply to Star Wars. D-Boy Max says, can you imagine if they did Crisis of Infinite Earth set up for the Star Trek multiverse? I can see them doing that in like 10 years. I honestly can. Zachary Gibbons, if I were to write a Star Trek movie, I would have the Enterprise E go back in time to destroy Nero's ship before the Kelvin is destroyed. Kirk is born with his father there, as it was meant to be. Dystopian guy. Disco is clearly different than established Trek. That's why people have issues with it. Fact. Not trying to ruin it, but critically pointing out its issues in comparison with what has come before. Yeah, that's what we do at Trekyards. We just, because they tell us it's Prime Universe, we have to say that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. This is, got 50 years of Star Trek history before this. And each time they showed the TOS era, they showed it properly. In DS9, in TNG with Relics, in Enterprise with Intermere Darkly, they showed it perfectly as it was meant to be, because it's a period piece. Discovery comes along and says, nah, fuck that shit, yo. This is how it looks now. Look at the Enterprise with those swept back struts. Oh yeah. It's like, go fuck yourself. You're not Prime Universe. Shut up. So, yeah, if they had just said that they were their own thing, or a reimagined universe, or a reimagined Star Trek, or a rebooted Star Trek, we would have been like, you guys did fucking great. Those new designs are fantastic. Awesome job. But then you tell me it's Prime timeline, and we're like, no. No, it's not. Shut up. If you think it is, you're doing something completely, totally wrong. So. Sean O'Sullivan. Data wore yellow because the red clashed with the makeup. He was also the science officer, but it was never stated, only implied. True, but he did wear red in Future Imperfect, and it looked good on him. So it didn't clash, I don't think. But Scott Fitzgerald. Hello, nerds. How are we all? We all are good, Scott. Gavin Vale Smith. I'd actually like to see a limited series on how the Equinox handled being grown into the Delta throne, I guess, or pulled. Maybe a 12-episode series. That would be cool. Feed Me Seymour. I want to go through all time travel episodes and movies throughout the entire Trek universe to see if technically multiple different time Trek line. What? Time Trek timelines. What? Holy shit, you just gave me a seizure. Okay. All you have to do is look at the episode Parallels, where there's like 150 Enterprises on screen, because they're all from different universes, different parallel universes, different timelines. So that kind of says it all there. Zachary Gibbons. Data wore yellow because he was an ops officer, which involves operations of the entire ship, not just command. Yes. Cryptic Spider-Man says, I still want Eagle Moss to make a Kelvin Enterprise A model, but for some reason they haven't yet. Instead, we are getting the Kelvin fleet from 09. Yeah, I'm wondering about that. I wonder if they will do that. I don't see why they wouldn't, but Donnie says, I thought it was Operations Gold. It is. The Guy. I grew up in upstate New York and watched TNG in French. Was interesting. That Junkman. Don't tell the captain, but I really love the Abrams Trek movies. Even Into Darkness. Sure, it's not Star Trek as I know it, but it's a fun enjoyment to watch. I know you have that thought, and it is a fun popcorn adventure, turn your brain off summer action movie. Absolutely. I enjoy watching them, even Into Darkness. Into Darkness has some really fun moments. But when you say this is Khan, it's like, but no. No. So I know you enjoy them. I also enjoy them in a different way. But yeah, I got to be a little more critical because of my channel and stuff, unfortunately. So Feed Me Seymour. I'd love to be in a Trek fan film. Been in loads of YouTube video films, but usually play a mad scientist. Stern Von Hulk. Didn't mean to strike a nerve, but glad you will be in more films. No problem. I just like setting that straight. Fleet Paw says, I want to say DS9 did the serialized thing the best of all the series. Enterprise tried and did decently, but DS9 did it better in my opinion. That's because they mixed serialized storytelling with episodic. That's how to do it. Even Discovery sort of figured that out in season 2, where they had the beginning and the end of the episode as the bookends for the serialized arc, and then the episodic thing in the middle. And it worked a lot better. It can be done. The guy says, we need a new Mars Attacks movie. I'd say yeah. Sean O'Sullivan, in Star Wars, they employ a continuity expert called the Gatekeeper of the Holocron who stops writers doing stupid shit. In Star Trek, they have the Bible. There's a TOS Bible, a TNG Bible. The new shows, I don't think, have a Bible for what, like, technical things were in there, timeline things. That's what the Bible's for. You go to that if you have any, if you want to reference anything, to make sure that you're not making a huge mistake. So, Zachary Gibbons, I have said and will always say, if Discovery was set in the future as it should have been, and it would have bought in to begin with, and I'm glad they're in the future now. Yeah, if it had been post Nemesis at all, even like a few years post Nemesis, the ship design would have been fine. The Klingons being different would have been fine. Everything would have been fine, and they would have been fine, and people would have loved it. But don't serve me a shit sandwich and tell me it's steak, because, and that's exactly what they did when they say, here, this is prime timeline. Look at us go. It's prime timeline, guys. Yay! It's like, no, no. No. So, Kate MacArthur, Discovery was pretty much the exact opposite of what I was expecting. Pretty much, yes. Feed Me Seymour, Discovery Season 4 trailer now makes sense. It's about them finding their not prime universe. Dun, dun, dun. I only wish. Scott Fitzgerald, do you play Star Trek Online as a matter of interest? I do. Not very often. I haven't played in a long time. Probably need to update. But I've done some live streams and stuff where we have a Team Trekyards fleet in the game. We got a great starbase. It's all decked out. It's all its finery. If you want to become a member of Team Trekyards Star Trek Online fleet, there is a Facebook page, Team Trekyards STO. You go there, you request to join the fleet. They'll join you up, and then when I do a live, if I ever do one again, where I go play the game, I tell everybody, come on in. And we had like people on my bridge. I had bridge invites. Everybody was on my bridge dancing in the live. It was fun. I had all the ships like came in and we hung out, and it was great. I don't want to raise your ear. I just enjoy disco for what it is. A good show, aside from Burned Ham. Having said that, I do not agree it's not prime. Or I do agree it's not prime. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I don't have a problem with people like it, but it's not prime. So, Orion 14, my current project is building a 4-foot Sovereign class. I'm almost done with the secondary hull. Cool, man. D-Boy Max, if you could bring back any piece of TOS music in the new Trek series, which one would you pick? I've gone on record saying I don't like the music in TOS. There's a few of the tunes that are okay, but a lot of the, like, I can't even think of them now. That's super one with Finnegan, like I hate it. I just hate a lot of the music in TOS. And yeah, I got a lot of flack for that, but I really don't care. However, the music in TOS is far superior to the music in the animated series. The animated music series fucking sucks. TOS has some good ones. I don't know which piece I would bring back necessarily, but goddamn. Even the intro music is like... Gavinville Smith, there's a licensing issue. That's why they haven't produced the Kelvin Universe Enterprise A. Dystopian Guy, Jadzia had Captain Defiant continued wearing teal. I suspect they only go to red if they hold a permanent command administrative role with no other department. Yes, you'd have to switch to command, or have your own ship. Yeah. Sean O'Sullivan. Why has no one built a fan built of the Defiant class, given how small the bridge set is? It's not small. It's still a good size, but yeah, I wish people would build more sets for sure, instead of just TOS all the time. But that's a good question. We were just talking about that the other day, Samuel and me, on one of the lives. Feed Me Seymour. Kelvin only has one nacelle. The other is in the Prime Universe. As for Nero, he's a 0. Messed up the Trek timeline. He didn't, though. The timeline was already fucked when he got there. Kelvin shouldn't have been as big as it was. Shouldn't have looked like it did. So the ongoing theory is that the events of First Contact, when they went back, created the Enterprise timeline, and that could also be the Kelvin timeline. Because Enterprise itself doesn't really fit into Prime timeline. They tried. They kind of did some good course correction where it could fit, but it clearly was not Prime timeline. Why do you say that, Captain? Because how many times in TOS did they say this is the 5th ship to bear the name Enterprise? The 5th starship to bear the name Enterprise. Why is there no NX-01 in the briefing room on the wall display with the gold ships? Well, actually, it's because this wasn't the Federation. It wasn't fuck off. Then why, in the name of God, do they have the cutter ship, the shuttle, the aircraft carrier? Those shouldn't be on there. Those weren't in the Federation. But the first manned starship to leave our solar system with the Warp 5 engine, or go on its mission with the Warp 5 engine, isn't represented on the wall in the Enterprise D because the Federation wasn't formed yet. Enterprise isn't Prime timeline either, but that's okay. Oh my God. Bryce says those Klingons will never be fine. The Kelvinverse Klingons are better. Yeah, they are. Nice. Fans, those are Klingons? Producers, we do not discuss this with outsiders. Any other game recommendations? Star Trek ones. Starfleet Command, Volume 2, Starfleet Command Orion Pirates, Star Trek Bridge Crew, if you have VR. What's the PC one? Bridge Commander. Lots of great game recommendations. The fight music, says Sleepa. Yeah, bring that back. Absolutely. I used to have a audio clip on my phone of that, so every time something was going on the TV, like animals fighting on like planet Earth, I'd like turn it on. It makes everything better. Trust me. Jedek Production, smash that like, guys. You are Worf, and the button is Dax. And if you guys want me to drink, I've got alcohol. Might make the night more interesting when I get drunk. So if you want to super chat a question, a trivia question, if I get it right, I don't have to drink. If I get it wrong, I have to drink. By all means, do so. I would be grateful. Isn't that right, Pug? Precious is a week. Best Star Trek game, Elite Force for me, says Sean. Elite Force was fantastic, yes. AC Costello, bring back James Horner into Trek. But he's dead now, so we have to fix that. Then bring him back to Trek. Feed Me Seymour would like to replace the song Sabotage in Star Trek Beyond with Shatner's Rocket Man just for laughs. I want to replace it with Intergalactic, where they say, like a pinch in the neck from Mr. Spock. That lyric. Like, that would be awesome. Like a pinch in the neck from Mr. Spock, and then you have like McCoy look at Spock, and Spock be like, raise an eyebrow. That would be great. Scythe Commander. The TOS era movies had some gems, though, for music. Oh, the movies were fucking phenomenal for music, yes. YJ Wrangler. Come on, TOS fight music. Enigma, 1701. Too bad the holocron holder didn't prevent crap movies like the sequels. Cade MacArthur. How would you react if Lorca Prime finally showed up for a showed up for a hippo in a tutu to fall on him and crush him. Moving on. AC Costello, this how can hold you didn't prevent crime? This, so he's quoting 1701. Yeah. Eagle Rider is here. Hey Foley. Hey Rosetta, how's it going? Orion 14. It's not though. What's not though? SC Scout Guy. They didn't even have the 3 aircraft carriers to be named Enterprise on. Well, you don't need all fucking 3. There's an aircraft carrier. So there's 3 aircraft carriers. You don't want each individual aircraft carrier. Even in the motion picture, they have the shuttle. They got the ring ship, which again, the ring ship is not. It's not part of the Federation either, but it's there. I think it's on the wall in the 1701, the Enterprise D as well. So Black Rook 32. And yeah, the aircraft carrier just represents all the aircraft carriers. There's no sense putting all 3 on there. They look similar enough that... Anyway. Black Rook 32. Has Trekyards ever did a review of the TOS Detroit class? I don't think so. It doesn't sound at all familiar. SC Scout Guy, Star Trek Legacy for the win. That's another good game. Yes, I will agree. Dystopian Guy. The ring ship wasn't Federation either, and no mention of the NX-01, so kind of sticks out. Yes, absolutely. Gavin Vale Smith, Sydney, Australia, lockdown extended, so I'm doing Star Trek marathon, including all movies. Ha ha ha, Red Wine and Star Trek. Never a better match. I thought months ago, it's like Australia was like, we have no cases of COVID at all. Now it's like, we're in lockdown. Like, ha 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 ha. I thought you guys had your shit together, and then you just look like idiots now. No offense to the Australians, but Feed Me Seymour, did you ever play Star Trek Architect? Never even heard of it, so no. Sean O'Sullivan, Starfleet Academy game is due a remake, basically a Bridge Commander prequel. Redo it in VR. That would be fucking phenomenal. There's some really good footage for the Starfleet Academy with Kirk and Sulu and Chekhov, and just all of the video cutscenes are fantastically done. So absolutely, that in VR would be fucking cool. Yeah. D-Boy Max, I like the music from the Doomsday Machine episode. Jadek Productions, I have a Darth Vader theme on my phone. I set it to be the ringtone for my ex-wife. D-Boy Max, I hate all the Beastie Boys songs from the JJ films. AC Costello, Beastie Boys, check it out. All you Trekkies and TV addicts, don't mean to diss, don't mean to bring static. All you Klingons in the grandma's house, grab your backstreet friend and get loud. Sean O'Sullivan, TNG. TNG Generations, something, the sailing ship, but that's not on the wall. The sailing ship's on the wall. It is. It's the first one on the wall. Whoop, 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 whoop is here with $50 super chat. Just because you deserve it. Hope all is well. Oh my God, whoop, whoop. Love you, man. Glad you made it. It's this first shot of the night. There's a naked girl on the back of the label. Well, she's not naked. She's got like starfish on her tits. Sucking on her nipples there. You can't see it though because, but it's back there. So thank you, Whoop Whoop. I will take a shot for that. That's an amazing super chat. Thank you so much. And it's Jerry, Sailor Jerry spiced rum tonight. So, oh. I hope that's spiced rum. Holy fuck. 46%. This smells rough. How long has this been sitting around? Can it get bad? I don't even know if it can go bad. Can it? Here goes that. Ooh. Jesus. Oh, I might have to swap that out for something else. That's fucking rough. That would be good in some Coke, but whew, that ain't no Kraken spice rum, I can tell you that. Ryan 14. Oh, that reminds me. I'm watching Star Trek 5 or 6 tomorrow. I don't know. Roman numerals always fuck me up. I don't remember if the 5 comes first. Yeah, this will be Star Trek 6 because 5 plus 1 equals 6. When it's 1 and 5, you take the 1 away from the 5 to be 4. I think that's how that works. Fucking just put down Star Trek 6. YJ Wrangler, there have been 8 USS Enterprises in the United States Navy. Can't get them all. That's exactly right. Fleet Plus, but you think the NX-01 being the first one with the Warp 5 engine, going out, first one to meet the Klingons, first one to meet the Andorians. It's a pretty fucking important ship, don't you think? It should be on the wall, the flagship in the briefing room, don't you think? Yeah, you do. I'm of the opinion that Enterprise is canon. However, all the Temporal War, Cold War shit fucked up the timeline of Sheraton. Kelvin Prime, Disco, and Discoverse. Perfect. Sean O'Sullivan. Some hero cut the 80 minutes of footage from Starfleet Academy into a film. It's on YouTube. Yeah, I watched it. It doesn't work very well as a film. It feels a little rough, but it's really good. It's really good. SC Scout Guy. There have also been several Royal Navy ships named Enterprise. They can't include them all. Gavin Vale Smith. We didn't, but then we took a plane of people from India, and the Delta variant came with it. Oh, well, that'll teach you. Feed me, Seymour. Watching your credit session the other day, a couple of things bugged me. The view screen of all ships is the same definition. For thematic reasons, it'd be made it look like the ship era visuals. Watching your credit session the other day, a couple of things bothered me. The view screen of all the ships was the same definition. I have no idea what you're talking about. Kate MacArthur, what if Lorca Prime... Oh my god. Moving on. Sin Wolf. Jar Jar in disguise, huh? Sin Wolf puts in $5. What's up, man? Brian Montgomery. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Cheers. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'll take a drink for that one. It's a $5 one. Even though you didn't ask a question, it's fine. %. Feed me, Seymour says rum can go bad. Yep. I think that probably went bad then, because that's been around for a while. Nope, Sailor Jerry is 92%. Sailor Jerry. You can see that if it'll focus, but it's 46% alcohol. I can read, you know. Medical team to the library. That face. Oh. Michaelis, the face you pulled was priceless. Ryan 14, this whiskey drinking reminds me of one episode where Wolf gives an un-Irish guy a Klingon drink. And yes, it's 6. Okay. Hey, you match the face the dude from Up the Long Ladder pulled and Wolf gave him the Klingon drink. Not percent, it's 92 proof. Oh, okay. Does it say that? Crafted in honor of Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, father of the old school tattoo, 1911 to 1973. The undisputed father of old school tattoo, Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, built his rep tattooing in World War II era Hawaii on Honolulu's brawling Hotel Street, where, look, I'm old, soldiers and sailors came to raise hell before heading off to war. He was a master craftsman of unflinching integrity, and in his name we make our rum, blended with the finest Caribbean rums and natural spices. Mixes just right on the rocks with ginger beer or ginger ale and fresh lime, made the old school way, bold and smooth as hell. Tell you one thing, that fucking shot was not smooth as hell. That shot was just hell. Fuck, I'm old. Mickey Kaufman, I just heard the TOS Scotty is drunk theme when you drank that concoction. Yeah, that's a good one. That's one of the good TOS themes. Sean O'Sullivan, did you ever meet Jimmy Doohan? Are you proud of his service? Absolutely proud of his service. And yes, I met him. Let's see. I met him at a Toronto Trek back in, I don't know when, but James Doohan, Scotty, he has signed my technical manual. So I have Scotty signing the technical manual. I've also got on there William Shatner, and to Stewart, Walter Koenig. So I got Chekhov, Scotty, and Shatner, Kirk, having signed my technical manual. So, excuse me. Pardon my Klingon. Rum can age bad. Yeah, that's a Sailor Cherry shot. Bridge Cruise Session autocorrect messes my life. Cheers, says Cinewolf. Sissy Scout Guy, there needs to be a miniseries about the makeup. No, there doesn't. I wouldn't be really interested in that. Just saying. I'll move over here a bit more. Ryan Linder, hey Captain, do the live shows hurt your channel? Probably, but we don't give a fuck. We enjoy hanging out with people. We love our community, and if it fucks with the algorithm, I really don't care. Enigma 1701A, take 2 shots for the 92% then. No. Sean O'Sullivan, one theory for the temporal war I heard was that the backdoor to bring in actors from the earlier series, producers wouldn't greenlight without that safety net of a ratings gimmick. Thank God they never shoehorned TNG into Enterprise. Thank God they never shoehorned TNG into our rights. Feed Me Seymour, basically on your Bridge Crew session, the view screen visuals were all the same, despite what ship you were on. I'd have made the view screen visuals more in keeping with the era of the ship. No, they're not the same. The warp map is completely different. Like the warp map and the impulse map in TOS are very TOS. I don't know if you just mean like the resolution of the image, but that would just be silly because of course all the view screens are holographic anyway. They're all 3D holographic view screens. But they're all different. The Aegis, the Kelvinverse, has like its own unique overlays. It's also a lot wider. And then the TNG one, again, has its own TNG-styled overlays, especially when you do the impulse thing and you see the ship traveling across the screen. So I don't know what you're talking about. They all are era-appropriate. D-Boy Max 1, you should drink something green in honor of Scotty. Don't have anything green. I finished up all my sour apple. It's gone, so. Cade MacArthur, do you think some of the aliens on Discovery should have been human? No, I don't. Jedi Productions. Okay, guys, let's make him drink that rum again. It's green. Feed Me Seymour. Ha ha. There ever been a spinach infused rum called Popeyes? Probably tastes horrible, but what a novelty to own. Oh, that would be cool. Zach, the Makos should be brought back. The Marine Corps was invented so ships wouldn't lose valuable sailors who make the ship run in battle. Kind of dumb letting all the regular crew fight Klingons. Bryce Burchett. In universe with backwards time travel, causality, cause and effect go both ways. Future affects the past, Nero changes the present, plus the future, he also changes the past. So the Franklin has a bridge window. Don't get me started on bridge windows, please. Feed Me Seymour, did you see the latest bitch moan from Shatner about how they used Nimoy in the Abrams Trek films, so he is so bitter he wasn't asked to be in the films. I saw the article where it says, well, Shatner opens up about Nimoy being in, but I never read it because I don't care. So, Sean O'Sullivan, has anyone ever made a mead using maple syrup, not honey? This could be a Canadian hit up there with Tim Hortons. Whoa. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $20. I need to see that up the long ladder face again so I can meme it, laughing my ass off. What was the name of the ship that took the Irish folks to their planet in the same said episode? That'd be the Mariposa. So I got it right, so I don't have to drink. And then Jadak Productions ruins it and says the Mariposa. Not supposed to give the answers. Feed me Seymour. Not the view screens on tech pads. I'm on about the big screens. They all face where they talk to people on other ships. I'm talking about the view screen. The view screens. Do you not watch the streams? In the TOS bridge on Bridge Crew, when your helm goes to the warp map or the impulse map, it's on the main screen. Very TOS. In the Aegis, the Kelvinverse, the whole screen is a lot wider. It's got the navigation things on the top and bottom for the, and it's the blue, it's the Kelvinverse. When you look at the main view screens, that's what we're talking about. On the TNG, when you're traveling at impulse, you see a little fucking Enterprise D Galaxy class silhouette that does this along the thing. And it's also got the navigation thing at the top, and it's in TNG. So again, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not talking about the pads. I'm talking about the view screen. Sinwolf. Hey, what's that sword behind you? That is a Templar sword. Templar, that is a single-handed broadsword. Got a bunch more swords over here, but I'm not using the view that I usually do that have the other swords, so yeah, I collect swords, so I know I'm not getting the sword down. Sean O'Sullivan, we had Makos before Enterprise called Elite Squad, and they were immense. D-Boy Max 1 has joined the channel at the rank of Commander. That's 2 channel memberships during this live, which is fantastic. Those channel memberships make a huge difference to the channel. So thank you. Welcome, Commander. Welcome aboard. Multi-Gunman, Trekyards. Hi, Captain Foley. How's it going? It's going well, my friend. Mark says, puts in $5. In peak performance, how far did Worf wager that Riker would take? In peak performance, how far did Worf wager that Riker will take Kalrami? I know it's not pop culture, but it's more with what I know, LOL. Past the 7th shap or something? I don't fucking know. I'll take a drink for that because I don't know the answer for that one. Even though I just watched that one not that long ago. So. Blech. Feed me Seymour. I'll rewatch Bridge Crew again. Please do. Please do. All the view screens are totally fucking unique for their era. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sean O'Sullivan, what does Mariposa mean? Also, what was the name of the Irish tribe? It translates to dreamers or aspirationalists. The Brinloidi. The Brinloidi is the name of the... So there you go. What does Mariposa mean? I don't remember what Mariposa means. Don't know. The Multi-Gun Man. Do you have any katanas in your sword collection? I have a few, yes. Jetta Productions. Ha ha ha. Fleet Pod, now you need to pay him again. William J says, sweet shirt. Thank you so much, William J. It is a sweet shirt. Good to see you, my friend. D-Boy Max, thank you, sir. The kid's home from his friend's birthday party. Precious, it's okay. Come here. Go lay down. I know he's home. I know he's home. YJ Wrangler, frustrating him should also make him drink. That would be hilarious. Chatter Productions, I guess you could call that a drunk block. Well, I knew the answer before I read yours, so not really. Sin Wolf, fifth what? What was the last thing you said? I don't know what that means. Mark says answer is the 6th plateau. Oh, I thought it was 7th. Okay. Oh, you were guessing. That's what Sin Wolf was. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Feed me Seymour. How do you become a member? Down below, if you look, if you're watching on YouTube, obviously you are. There's a subscribe button. If you're on your computer, that is. There's a subscribe button, and right beside that is a join button. You hit that join button, and then it's a monthly membership essentially to the channel. You get little emojis and stuff for the live chats, and there's different ranks. You can be commander, captain, admiral, fleet admiral, or Federation president. They're all different values per month. It's just a monthly way to support us. It's kind of like Patreon. So click that join button. Sean O'Sullivan, what deck of the Enterprise D has an Ambu Jitsu ring? I would say deck 8. That's my guess. Deck 8. Sinmo says butterfly. Oh, that's what Mariposa means. Gotcha. Sean O'Sullivan, Mariposa is Spanish for butterfly. Okay. Enigma 1701A. According to map schematics and engineering, on what deck is the one bathroom on the Enterprise D? I don't know. Multi-gunman attack pod activated. Orion 14. I would love to join a bridge crew session at some point. It's been forever since I've been able to play with another person. Problem is, we have a bridge crew though. Like they actually all show up, and so all the slots are full. I mean, at some point I might do another one where I can ping in new people, but I hate working with new people. Sorry. Shadow Productions. I would love to join Bridge Crew, but only if I could get it for the PC and had the Oculus Rift. Yeah, you can't. It's not even worth playing, really, in my opinion, without VR. Fleetbot Swiftback. The join button is only available on Android devices. If you have an iOS, you have to do it from a desktop version of YouTube. YJ Wrangler. Okay, but how do I use the 3 seashells? That's the wrong universe, so I don't know. Actually, I do know. Okay, so if you take a shit, right? You take the first seashell, and since the seashell is like a cup, you use that to scoop the crack of your ass and get all the shit all up in there. And you take the second seashell, you scoop, or you don't scoop, but you use the convex side to scoop all that out. And you take the last seashell and you plop it into the toilet. That's how you use the 3 seashells. Matt Boardman, checking in, stuck in traffic on the way to Arizona due to a bad accident. I'll hope you didn't cause the accident or were in it. So good to see you, Matt. You've been some really good lives so far, but good to see you. Thank you for joining. And take care driving. Don't get in an accident yourself, my friend. Sinwolf, have you ever played Star Citizen? I have not. Bryce, since Probert designed the Galaxy class saucer to be only 1 deck high, did adding the second deck high 10 forward make the Enterprise E larger? I get the feeling Probert intended for the 2 dB smaller blueprints. Didn't make it smaller. I know what you're saying now, but no, it's the size that he had originally. So schematics wise, I think they actually split the deck. So it's supposed to be 1 deck, but I don't know if 10 forward is like an outlier. I have to look at the blueprints. But it's a good question. Out in the desert and signal is spotty. Well, be safe, man. Sinwolf, then you swear and use the citations to Workout 6. I hate gaming with new people too. I was playing GTA Online and one friend always had a new person join, told her that she needed to stop letting people use her. they would use her and do heists, then disappear. Matt Borman says an 18-wheeler rear-ended a car and killed. Oh my God, that's awful. And on that positive note, thank you for bringing that to the channel. No, it's okay, man. It is sad. I thought you beamed the shit out and recycled it. Yeah, I mean, you could do that too, but that has nothing to do with 3 seashells. YJ Wrangler, I'm so happy you didn't abandon the 3 seashells comment. Multi-Gunman, I picked up a PlayStation 3 controllers and 53 games at a garage sale for $100 last weekend. I thought it was a pretty good, that's a fantastic fucking deal. The PS3, you might have to open it up and reapply your heat sink paste, because that goes bad. And change your CMOS battery as well. Also very important. Feed me Seymour. Where would the nosiest? Where would be the nosiest place on a starship? Any just curious. The nosiest? I mean noisiest? I have no idea. Enigma says Matt Boardman. Damn man, praying for the families. Yes. Sean O'Sullivan, what is a toilet called in naval parlance? Also on Star Trek, but never in dialogue. The head. Feed me Seymour, nosiest. Yes. Sid Wolf says the head. Yes. Zach, it's called the head because it was always located at the head of the ship for some reason. I thought it was just because sailors like getting blowjobs from other sailors. No offense to any sailors out there. That's a joke. It's fine. Why does no one go to the toilet and start? They do all the time. If you look at the Enterprise D bridge from the view screen, the door on the left goes to the conference room. There's another door right across from that. That's the fucking toilet. That's the head of the ship. Watch so many episodes, you see somebody wandering out of there, or you see somebody heading in that way. The people go to the toilet. They do. When sailors need to go to the bathroom, they say, I need to hit the head. Yes. Well, naval ships are full of seamen after all. Oof, you're going to piss off all the Navy guys. Sweet paw, shut up. Gavinville Smith, everyone loves a good blowjob. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, items all the same. I don't know where to go with that. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to let a few comments build up because I caught up to the end of this comments. What the hell, damn guy? Just checking out my shelf. Just hung a floating shelf from Jisk the other day. And I don't like the way it's leaning. They're not like the super bestest quality ever. That's a for sure. Need to like fix that. Fix it. Everyone loves a good. Oh, yeah, good. Don't worry, we Navy men can take a joke, unlike some people. Looking at you, Bob. Sean says the head was. They would poo and then use a communal sponge. It would then be dumped into the ocean on a rope to be reused. That's disgusting. Ryan 14, what would you think if they did in a JJ Excelsior where the transwarp drive did Probert's effect idea for warp in the motion picture? I think that would be stupid. I didn't like his idea for that, honestly. But I have seen a JJ version of the Excelsior, and it was fucking great. So, I forget who made it. It was just a fan creation, but it looked really good. Shh, I'm a Navy brat. I have some leeway. Okay, Fleet Power. Sean O'Sullivan, sorry, muddled that. They went to the bow of the ship, aka the front or head, to poo. William J. What you drinking? It's called Socialite. It is a vodka soda. This is a peach one. And only 4% alcohol, but this one, the pack for this one came with peach, blood orange, field strawberry, and pineapple mango. It's really good. I also have some other vodka ones downstairs that are 6% alcohol, I think, and they are, I forget what kind they are, but the flavor is banana strawberry. So, and I don't want to hear, well, those are girly drinks, because, you know, I'd like to enjoy what I'm drinking. So I'm drinking it, so I'm not making you drink it. So if you don't like my drink, I don't care. I'm not talking to you, William, because I know you don't drink shame people here, probably. Feed me Seymour. Okay, does Starfleet act more like the Navy or Air Force? Neither. It's an amalgamation of all of the military services, but probably more like the Navy, especially in Star Trek 2. Sean O'Sullivan, the back had a rudder and stuff. Communal sponge. Blech. First time in a year, stumped you. Ha ha ha. I think that's funny. Do I make you laugh? I'm funny? I'm funny to you? Funny how? Funny ha? Shut up. I don't know how that goes exactly. Will Wheaton's pointed there. Enigma 1701A, in your opinion, why did Starfleet never move forward with the Great Experiment? Once set back and they just quit. Who are they, NASA? Enigma 1701A, you need to watch our Transwarp Fact Files episode. Fleetpaw, please look up the Trekyards Transwarp Fact Files. It's like a 8-minute long episode. It talks all about the Transwarp project and why it failed. It wasn't because Scotty sabotaged the Excelsior. I get so sick of hearing that shit too. Well, why did it fail? Scotty sabotaged the ship. No, they realized that was sabotage. They did a lot of experimentation with the Transwarp thing, and it just failed. It didn't work. It wasn't a reliable source of travel, so they nixed it. That's why at the end of Star Trek 4, when they get the Enterprise A, which was supposed to be the Yorktown, if you look on the screens behind them, there's a transwarp LCARs, or transwarp screens. They're developed by Michael and Denise Okuda, or Michael Okuda. He designed them, and it does say transwarp. So the Enterprise A had transwarp. When you see it again in Star Trek 5, why do you think it's a flaming piece of shit? Because transwarp was unsuccessful, so they had to rip out all the transwarp systems, reinstall the traditional warp stuff, so the ship was kind of not gutted, but it had a lot of the systems replaced. Hence why it was falling apart and half the doors didn't work, because they started fucking around with systems. It's not because it was built poorly, but just because they needed to replace the transwarp stuff. If you do check, there is transwarp screens on the ship in Star Trek 4 at the end. So watch our Fact Files episode on it, and you'll learn all about transwarp. You all need more Trekyards in your lives. You need to actually, if there's something that interests you, something you have a question about, type in Trekyards and then the ship name or whatever. We've probably done a video on it. So yeah, check that out. So we go into why it fails and what technology it was based on, and yeah, it's a very interesting one. Fleet Palace Swiftback. I think our own Shea Walker did that. JJ Excelsior Stewart, maybe. William J. I kind of want to try it. Those flavors would sound like my jam. Yeah, the blood orange is really good. So is the peach. Field strawberry. I'm not a huge fan of artificial strawberry flavor. Pineapple mango. But the banana strawberry one is really good as well. So, yeah. SC Scout Guy. If they did a series based on the Lost Era, what class of ship would you want them to use? The Ambassador class, for sure. I love the Ambassador class. Sean O'Sullivan. Will Wheaton pointed out one clip where there was an emergency going to the battle bridge or something, and 6 or so officers walk off into the toilet. Yes, that is a thing. Absolutely. Sin Wolf, what is your favorite book and what are you reading now? I am not reading anything. I'm listening to something on Audibles. I'm listening to 11:22. 11/22/63. It's the Stephen King novel about the assassination of JFK, the time travel thing. I'm listening to that one right now. What is my favorite book? I don't have a favorite book. There's too many books to choose from. That's not even fair. Fleet Paul Swiftback. Drink shamers get muted. Just saying. Yeah, you got called out once for insulting my beer, Fleet Paw. That's why you're all on this boat, on that ship right there. Gavinville Smith, you're the reason I still use YouTube. Well, thank you. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? YouTube's kind of shit. I'm sorry. I'm Canadian, so I gotta apologize. Jedi Productions, I'd kill for a good drinking session, maybe next weekend. Sean O'Sullivan, do you own a complete collection of the fact files from the 90s with the big ass binders? I do not. Fleet Paw Swiftback, here's the show. There's the link to the fact files. Please, by all means, open it in your tab and watch it later. Zach, Starfleet uses Navy ranks. If they acted like the Air Force, the captain would be colonel and the admiral would be general. See, Zach, you say that, and then there's the Colonel West from Star Trek 6, which is Rene Abonwall, who played Odo. But yeah, Colonel West, you know, frankly, Mr. President, we can clean their chronometers. He was a colonel. There's no colonels in Starfleet. The scene was cut from the theatrical release, but he's still Colonel West. Colonel, there is no colonel in Starfleet ranks. So, it's kind of a weird outlier. Jedi Productions, can you do a comic book guy impersonation? Worst episode ever. Not really, I can't. Enigma 1701A, never heard any of that before. Thank you, Captain, for the info. No problem, that's what I'm here for. Although sometimes I get very frustrated because I've said this 5,000 times over the course of 6 years. It just gets frustrating in some topics for me, but it's funny because people love my rants, so it's fine. Sean O'Sullivan, Excelsior class was great in the end. The Coda was a century old and was able to give the Defiant to fight once refit. Sureka Vulcan, 1701A was supposed to be the Yorktown. It was the Yorktown, and then it got renamed in honor of its new captain to the Enterprise 1701A. Yes. Feed Me Seymour, Tarantino Trek. Kirk played by DiCaprio, Bones played by Samuel L. Jackson. Tarantino plays Scotty. Movie starts off with Mr. Red and showing Mr. Blue, the Klingon captured in the boot of the shuttle. Feed Me Seymour. You're fired. William J. We'll have some pineapple mango next time I'm in Toronto. Hell to the yeah, man. I'm only in London. I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours with traffic sometimes, away. So when you go to Toronto, there's no reason you shouldn't be calling me. There's no reason you shouldn't say, let's come meet up. Or drive your ass to London. Dude. Really want to see you and Joe again. So, Buckman. And in Toronto, let me know. I will be there. I will meet you somewhere. Whatever. Fleetpaw, we've got probably 3,000 to 4,000 hours of content. If it exists on Trek, we've probably covered it. YouTube search option as your friend. Yes. Feed Me Seymour, I've had it with these motherfucking Klingons on this motherfucking ship. Philip Cumby, dropped by to leave a like before bed. Work in the morning. I punched hour 67 tonight. We'll listen tomorrow at work. Hope you've had a good night, Captain. I have, Philip. You should have worked 2 more hours, though. I think punching hour 69 would have been a lot better. A lot cooler. But get some rest, my friend. Sean O'Sullivan, Starfleet must have ground troops like Marines or something, an extension of MACOs. Makes sense they would be brought in for military briefings. Yeah, in that case, I guess a colonel would work. But in FASA, there are Marines. There are Marines in FASA. There are Marine transport ships in FASA. So Starfleet has Marines. They should. D-Boy Max, have to go now. Have a good one. See you later, man. Turd Ferguson, the U.S. Marine Corps is technically part of the U.S. Navy, and the Marines use colonel as a rank. Well, there you go. Which makes sense that he would come in and say, frankly, Mr. President, I think we could clean their chronometers. I would buy that. However, in all the ranking things that I have on Starfleet, there is no colonel rank, so Fleetpaw Swiftback, $5. What can I say? I got called out and I amended my ways. Besides, pissing you off is not a good thing. Right? Matt Boardman, yes, more Trekyards is good for your soul. Until you learn the dark side of Trekyards, then you'll never be the same. Ooh. Bryce, he was a colonel in Starfleet as throwback to the Makos being absorbed into Starfleet, as Scotty said in... I don't know. Marines walk like soldiers, yet talk like sailors. YJ Wrangler, I'm drinking Bacardi Banana. It's pretty decent. Gavin Vale Smith, do you ever think humanity will ever get to the point of Star Trek technology-wise or kill ourselves before? I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. A lot of people will die in the process, but we'll get there. Curtis loves vinyl. Well, just Curtis is here. How's it going? Hi, sorry I'm late, but I'm still playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I took a break to drop in and say hi, my friend. Good to see you, Curtis. Hope you're enjoying the game, and always great to see you, so thank you for joining. Sean O'Sullivan, nor the battle to the strong has ground troops. Nor the battle to the strong has ground troops. Not in Starfleet, no uniform, no Starfleet rank. Don't let me die in the dirt. Guy is human, but not Starfleet. YJ Wrangler, just waiting to fall asleep. Fall asleep to my voice. I recently got some books that I want to do a Captain Foley, what am I going to call it? Oh, story time with Captain Foley. So stay tuned for those videos. Donnie Pearson, to the tune of Oh You Beautiful Doll. Oh You Beautiful Dog, that great big beautiful dog. Orion 14, I feel your agitation, man. I just got home from a 6.5-hour shift. Sinwolf, Colonel is a 06 rate, same as Captain in the Navy. Well, there you go. Donnie Pearson, I see. That's for me. I'm A-OK and ready for the July 4th weekend. Feed Me Seymour, you should join Cameo so people can pay for your personal video messages. Funny you asked that, because I applied to be on Cameo. They'd sent me something via email, and I'm like, okay. I went to the page, and I'm like, ooh, there's an option there to join. I'll give it a shot. So I filled out the form, the application, said I'm a YouTuber with 60,000 subscribers or whatever. They never got back to me, so they don't care. That was like 2 months ago. You can just pay me for a personal message. I'll do it right now. YJ Wrangler, that's right. Enjoy the weekend, Donnie. Curtis says, hey, Captain, I got 87 likes. That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, you got 87 likes. Yeah, I have 88 likes with 52 people. Yeah, ooh, good point. Thank you for mentioning that, Curtis. Another 12 likes would be great. If you haven't hit that like button and you're new here, or you're new to this live stream, by all means, hit that like button. Let's get up to 100 likes. Should be easy. That's 12 people. Now it's only 10 people because we're at 90, so hit that like button, guys. And to say hi to the sleeping pug for me, Captain. Yes, Precious. Curtis says hi. And she's like, who the fuck is Curtis and why did you wake me up? There you go. I woke up my dog for you. And then with 1701A, how about an album from Captain Foley? Captain Foley sings a classic, Rocket Man, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Hey, you know, I would do that. I've sung a lot on the lives here, so. Bryce, damn it, hit the send accidentally. Scotty said it and beyond. That Makos were absorbed into Starfleet. I assume the Makos became the Starfleet Marines, hence the rank of Colonel. Yeah, I mean, sure, if you'd think the Kelvin verse is legit. We've already gone over that conversation tonight about it being prime. Sean O'Sullivan, just realized in Nor, the battle to the strong, the power until from a runabout needs two people to carry. What? Okay, brain, figure this out. I'm dyslexic after all and tired and drinking. So just realized in Nor, the battle to the strong, the power until from the runabout needs two people to carry. And there's a line saying they didn't know how he carried it on his own. wasn't written in. Does not compute. Discontinue. Discontinue. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, my friend. Fleetpaw says, thought, what if Colonel is the rank of Planetary Defense Force, kind of like the U.S. National Guard? They would be experts in ground-based warfare, so it would make sense to us. Yeah, I would totally buy that. That would be great. And yeah, you know, if they're talking about the invasion of Kronos, yeah, I'm on board with that. Sean O'Sullivan, that Bashir was genetically engineered at that point. Still on. You're like Kirk, and I'm like a machine, and you're like killing me here, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Turd Ferguson, what are your thoughts on this Star Trek Online Europa class reboot? I like that they copied the ass of the Reliant, and I'm kind of tired of the two pie plates. I don't know what that looks like off. Wait a minute. Maybe I do. I'd have to look that up. Why are you guys breaking my brain? Or is it just I've had too much to drink? Or is this fucking badass, probably deadly Sailor Jerry shot killing me now? I don't know. Gavinville Smith. I thought that was a cushion behind you until it moved and was Puggy, who sat up now, transformed back into a cushion. Yes. Are you a cushion? Precious. Precious. She's not falling for that shit again. Precious. Are you a cushion? No. I'm a pug. Same intelligence, usefulness, same. But there you go. You're going to face me now, so you just have to open your eyes instead of move. That's a good idea. Feed me, Seymour. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? Johnny Pappas. Alcohol is poison. Otherwise, I enjoy your channel. Okay. I don't drink very often at all, but thank you. I almost never get drunk during these as well, so everything's poison in enough quantity. Fleetpaw, we all have our vices. Hey, not a vice. Okay, that just annoys me. I am not an alcoholic at all, by any stretch of the imagination. So don't even start. I can have a case of beer here that lasts like 3-4 months because I just don't drink very often. The only reason I drink more now is because of these Friday. I like hanging out with you guys and having a drink or two. Especially when it was trivia night and you guys, you know, could get me drunk based on my trivia answers. So I had to be on the ball so I didn't get drunk. So Bryce says, weren't there some kind of Federation ground troops in DS9? I thought I saw an episode where Jake was on a planet with some wounded Federation ground troops in the Dominion War. Even had different uniforms. Probably the Siege of whatever. I fucking hate that episode. That's not that episode, but whatever. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I don't know. Matt Boardman. To poison oneself would be illogical. Curtis says, how dry I am. How dry I am. Nobody know how dry I am. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, love you, bro, but that pug needs to go on a diet. She's not fat at all. She was just at the vet. She's only 26 pounds. She's skinny. She is not fat at all. I wish she should stand up. She's not fat. Don't insult my pug by saying she's fat. I love fat pugs. I think they're fucking cute as hell. Not good for them, though. I wouldn't do that to her. She's not fat. She's actually very fit for a pug. So. Sin Wolf, no need to explain yourself. Xavier says, Captain, do you like Chinese dumplings? Probably. I'm just trying to picture what they are right now. I love a lot of Chinese food, so probably. YJ Wrangler, see, if he had to drink when he got frustrated, he'd be 3 sheets to the wind by now. It doesn't make him money, but it's entertaining. Fleetpaw says, no, not what I was inferring at all. Sorry it didn't come off that way. Why? What's happening? What's happening with Fleetpaw? What happened? Oh my god. I'm in. Whatever. I'll just keep going. Sean, someone, same one I mentioned. Nor the battle to the strong has the ground troops. Jake has conversation with the "Don't Let Me Die in the Dirt" guy. Yeah, I remember. The guy shot himself in the foot. And I know it's not the Siege of AR-11. Fuck off. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. I hate that episode. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if what the uniforms look like. I can't remember if they mentioned what they are, but no, I think you're good, Fleet. What? I see Scout Guy. Has Dot completely recovered from her injury? Yes, she has. She's running around like an idiot now. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Curtis, but she has not paid her vet bill yet, which has been like $600. So she should probably figure that out, considering she lives here rent free. Curtis says she is one cute pug, Captain, and she looks great. Thank you so much. Bryce says, I'm not an alcoholic at all, by any stretch of the imagination. They say that denial is the first sign that you have a problem. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't drink very often, so. Fleetpaw, about Vice's Trekyards, I can explain. Okay. Turd Ferguson, why do you hate Siege of AR-6969? It had Billy, because I hate the episode. It's just an awful episode. But it's so dramatic and awesome. It's like, okay, I just don't like it. I don't like the idea. I don't like the concept. I don't like the... it's just a little too brutal for me, I guess. It's just, it's I just don't like it. Johnny Pappas, what? Sinwolf, what chick would you pick in the cage? Chick would I pick in the cage? Lieutenant Colt, the blonde one. She's not in the cage. The little redheaded one that comes down. They bring her down like with number one, and Vina's all like rude to her. She's cute. Yeah, I'd slam that all day. Number one, not so much. She's all right. Vina's okay. Slave girl, like Orion slave girl, Vina. But yeah, the little, I forget her name, but the little redheaded one. Xavier Gamer, Captain, what do you think about all these new UFOs, TikTok and others? I think it's pretty cool, man. I only know about the TikTok and like two other ones. Everybody's asking about these UFO things. I don't know. I haven't been up to date. I don't know where I can even see these things or whatever. So I don't know, but love it. I think it's great. Feed Me Seymour. I asked a mate what the difference between dumplings and Chinese dumplings are, and he said, well, they speak Chinese. He never responds with an informative answer. It sounds like me. I think it would get along great. Gavin Bell Smith, would be nice if you had a super chat amount that allows video guests on live stream. I've done it with a few YouTubers in the past. Makes for a fun stream. Yeah, but I'm not set up for that. I'm using my phone with the YouTube app. I'm not on my computer. I don't have the OBS running. I don't even know how to fucking use OBS half the time. And when I do use OBS, and I do get it working, everybody's like, the stream is so choppy. Yeah, I don't know why. It's my fucking internet. My laptop doesn't like it. The OBS doesn't. I don't know what the fuck. We're eventually going to be getting fiber internet, and then I'll try it again. But I can't really bring people on with this method, so. And if you're talking about Streamlabs, I mean, Streamlabs is fine and all, but I don't really necessarily want to sit here and talk to people, because usually they just start talking, and if you've seen me on other live streams with other YouTubers, I'm pretty quiet because I don't like over talking people. I absolutely fucking hate it. And with a little bit of a delay, you start talking, somebody else starts talking, you stop, they stop. Then you go to talk again and they start talking again. It's like, I fucking really despise talking over people. I cannot stand that. So I don't talk very much unless I have an actual opening to talk. And it's just not the format that I enjoy necessarily. So, Johnny Pappas, what do you know about Picard Season 2? Is it an alternate timeline? We don't know much about it, just what you guys know with the trailers. And yeah, it's probably an alternate timeline or a different reality of some sort. Valerie C says, should I spend the $39 for sexy shorts? Hell yes, you absolutely should. Curtis says, the redhead girl in the cage, she was in one of Elvis movie girls from 1962. Yeoman Colt was her name. Okay, there you go. I thought it was Colt. But then there's also a really cute blonde that is in, I think, Where No Man Has Gone Before, standing behind Kirk. Oh, she. Yep, that's the one. But she wasn't in the cage, so. Sean O'Sullivan, AR-558, led to a great arc showing real-life PTSD. Also great guest star, Will Robbins. Danger, Will Robbins. Yeah, I know it led to, not getting injured with his leg and the PTSD thing, but I don't like the episode. I don't know why people start rallying on me for that. I just don't like the episode. It's too dark, it's too gritty, I don't like it. It bothers me. I'm not looking forward to ever getting there to review that because I'm just gonna. It's a little too much for me. I don't know. I guess I'm a pussy, but that's okay. Because you are what you eat. Turd Ferguson says, I don't love AR 6969 either. It's not 6969, I don't think. I know it's a limitation of TV, but it's the future. Why is combat air support not a thing? Those two piss ant shuttles on Defiant could have make a mad difference. Yeah, and so you know what else would make a mad difference in that fucking episode? The one thing that would make a big difference in that episode is phaser set on wide beam. Wide beam. Just take them all out with 2 fucking phasers. You don't have to worry about going through your phaser energy packs. Just 2 people with wide beam. They go down. 2 more people stand up with phaser on wide beam. Take down a whole bunch of other people. Like, let's forget how technology works in our universe for a fucking episode. Why not? It just pisses me off. Sean Sullivan, to paraphrase Weird Al, don't want to have a Canadian internet. Our internet's fucking fantastic. Actually, we've got some of the best infrastructure in the world. However, my street, this house was built in the 70s, and Rogers are a bunch of fucking cunts that don't know how to maintain their lines. Don't get me started on Rogers. And sorry for swearing, but I really don't give a shit. The internet here is spotty, and they've never been able to lock down the problem. We replaced modems, we replaced routers, we replaced everything. It's something in the lines. And so once the fiber comes in, then we'll be set. And people are like, oh, Canadian internet. We have some of the best infrastructure in the world for internet. So that really pisses me off. YJ Wrangler, nobody beats Ashley Judd in Star Trek. Screw all your opinions. Hey, Lieutenant Leffler. Fuck yeah. Curtis, her name is Laurel Goodwin, is her name. I think the redhead. Adam Juneman, hey, how are you doing tonight? Long day. Good to see you, Adam. Hope you are feeling much better, but good to see you as well. Sinwolf, but the Orion slave girl would be fun for a minute. Yeah. Feed me, Seymour. We're all waiting for some guy named Cochrane to invent warp and the first Vulcans to visit. Fleetbot says, I hate talking over people as well. That's why I hate Zoom meetings at work. I usually wait until spoken to in podcasts and live vids on YouTube. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that, man. Talking over people is one of my biggest, I just hate it. Sinwolf and the slave girls on Enterprise were impressive. Yeah, they were. The guy, he's still here. What's your dog's name? Well, this is one of my dogs. This is Precious. This is Precious the Pug. And I have a little chihuahua downstairs, and her name is Dot. Surak of Vulcan, Andrea, and What Little Girls Are Made Of, with the backless costume. She was all right. She was all right. TOS girls, wow. The princess, the yeoman that goes down with them, or the whatever she was, in Squire of Gothos. Oh, yeah, that's great. There's so many good TOS girls. Andrea didn't really do it for me, unfortunately. Phantom of Many Topics says, I weep for the future of Trek if Kurtzman is going to remain in charge. Subscribers are joining Paramount Plus because of soccer, not Star Trek. Sinwolf, oh, can I say slave now? Yes, you can always say Orion Slave Girl here. You can also say Slave One whenever you like. Donnie Pearson, an episode of Next Gen introduced me to Ashley Judd, who later starred with Bruce Greenwood in Double Jeopardy. Yep, good movie. YJ Wrangler, always wondered why you sound so quiet on anti-Trekker streams. I was expecting more, but that makes sense. Canadians, eh? Yeah. It's one of the reasons I'm very quiet. I wait till they ask me a question directly, or I don't like butting in. I don't like interrupting people. And anti-Trekker talks a lot. So do a lot of the other people on there. I just listen. If I have something to say, I'll try to speak up. But generally, I do not like interrupting people. And do not like cutting people off. And I do not like over-talking people. So multiple reasons why I'm quiet on those kind of streams. I just don't like the format of those StreamYards, especially when you get 6 people in there. That's just fucking stupid. And this is it's like, okay, the fact you just said is wrong, but I'm going to listen because you're still talking. And just as I'm about to talk, this person fucking speaks up and says, oh. And then by the time I get my point across, people have forgotten what the fuck you already said. So it's like, okay, well. Sinwolf, what's her name in the Outrageous Okana? That's not Ashley Judd. That's Lois and Clark chick. Did I hold on? Did I mistake a name? That's what's her name? Fuck me sideways. Terry Farrell. What the hell's her name? Anyway, yeah, Rachel's kind of chick. She's hot. Anyway, Gavinville Smith. Sorry, didn't want to frustrate you. Well, no one ever wants to frustrate me, but I get frustrated by stupid things. So it's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Circa Vulcan. In a piece of the action, they say the ship phasers on stun. That sounds dangerous. Yeah, and they stun a whole city block too. Feed Me Seymour. Just finished most of the TOS pre-theme song Kirk's speech. Has been names of either of a documentary or series of movies. Space the Final Frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Oh, hold on. I just realized most of the TOS pre-theme song, Kirk's speech, has been names of either a documentary or series or a movie. Space hasn't been one. The Final Frontier has. These Are the Voyages has an episode name, yes. And Star Trek Enterprise of the Star Trek Enterprise. Madness 201. I think that the episode tries to get in on some of the gritty realism from movies like Black Hawk Down and movies of the like. And I'm with you, Cap. Not really a thing for Star Trek. No, it's just it's a real kink in my DS9 viewing. So I presume you're referring to Terry Hatcher. Yes, Terry Hatcher. Thank you. By the way, hey Cap. Hey Madness. How's it going? The guy, Korea has the best internet. Okay then. SC Scout Guy, to go along with the Y-beam phasers, why in the future don't they just have phasers that automatically target and never miss? We have automated guns on ships that can shoot down missiles today even. Well, yeah. Feed Me Seymour, to boldly go where no man has gone before in Strange New Worlds. YJ Wrangler, fuck Rogers. Absolutely. We have Start Internet here because Sylvia works for Start. She's their head trainer. Like, she's a big muckety muck. So we get a really good deal on internet, and it's through Start, and Start's a fantastic service. However, we have to use the fucking Rogers lines and the Rogers box out front, and they don't give a rat's fuck about anything. So Hey, Captain, now I got 96 likes. I do. I got 95 likes. Can 5 more people hit like? 5 more people, please? 5 more people hit like. And Bell. Yeah, I used to work for Bell. Emperor Revan. Hey, Cap. Hey, Donnie Pearson. The same Terry Hatcher who later co-starred in The Desperate Housewives also co-starred in another small screen. Lois Lane. Dana Delaney. Dana Delaney. She was from China Beach, man. I like Dana Delaney. Turd Ferguson. Trekyards. Have you ever tried using your own router? I've been working from home for a year. Burnt out 3 carrier modems. They constantly told me wiring, so I got a Synology router. What the fuck you mean? I ever try using my own router? We have a router downstairs, and we also have a mesh network. So we have little pods or bees throughout the house. There's one over there. There's one down in the main floor right in the middle, and there's one just a few feet away from my computer downstairs in the basement. So it's a mesh network. So this didn't fix anything. So we've tried a lot of shit. So don't start giving me internet advice. Trust me, we've done everything. Sylvia is a whiz at that kind of thing, and we've had the Rogers guys out here. We've had people look at everything. The signal strength is too good. It's like, so we put limiters on the lines. Trust me, we've tried everything. So no internet advice will help, but thank you so much for trying. It just gets very frustrating for me. Things should just work. You should plug it in. It should fucking work. It's that simple. That's how I think. And it's just not the case. Donnie Pearson, speaking of which, a few days or weeks since I have begun binge watching the 1996 animated series of Superman. Its first season did not air concurrently with Lois and Clark, fourth and final one. Oh, did air concurrently. Gotcha. Curtis, I think when you just have 2 people on a stream would be okay, like you and I did a few weeks ago. Yeah, if you just have somebody on to talk and do in like an interview style with, yes, but when you get like more than that many people on, and then opinionated people on top of it, it just doesn't work. They should design an electric car to look like a shuttle from Trek. Sin Wolf, yeah, most people just wait and to talk instead of listening. Just want to talk instead. Yeah, exactly. Donnie Pearson, speaking of Soups, I'm looking forward to the new episode of Soups and Lois on the 13th. Yeah, I've been following most of it. I haven't seen all of them, but it's a really good show. Sleepbot says, I was on with Anti-Trek the other night. I feel the frustration, but it was definitely a great experience, and I would do it again. Oh my God, he's brainwashed you. The Anti-Trekker has you. Turd Ferguson, Terry Hatcher, my fantasy bang. Oh. Gavin Vale Smith, I met Michelle Yeoh in Sydney. Oh my God, she's hot. I would never use the term hot to refer to Michelle Yeoh. She is not hot, but teach their own. We won't fight over her, so that's good. She's hot for her age. Oozes sex appeal while looking serious. I asked her about her Section 31 show. She just smiled, kissed me on the cheek, and said, nice to meet you. Well, at least you got a kiss on the cheek. That's awesome. Matt Boardman, doesn't make you a pussy for not wanting to watch an episode that makes you feel uncomfortable. I have moments like that all the time. But like I said, Matt, you are what you eat. And I will not skip an episode of Star Trek. I hate when people are like, I completely skipped that episode because I just don't like it. It's like, well, then you're not really experiencing the experience now, are you? On a rewatch, I will watch everything. Even Samuel says he skips certain scenes from movies or certain scenes from an episode because it has nothing to do with anything. That's not true. You need to watch the whole thing. I really get frustrated when people say I won't watch something because I don't like it. It's like, well, then your tastes change over time. So even with viewing habits. So there might be a time when I'm like, it resounds with me or it speaks to me or something. So who knows? I'm going to watch the fucking episode when it comes up in the next on. But I just probably won't enjoy it. But I'll still watch it because I might enjoy it, or I might see something I didn't see before, or whatever. So, Donnie Pearson, well, Stuart, I must go now, but thank you for another great live stream. Have a fun and safe July 4th weekend, everyone, and may you and yours live long and prosper. See you later, Donnie. Great to see you, as always. 5 more people need to hit that like button, guys. I know I've only got, I got 49 people, 50 people now, but there's new people coming in all the time. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. It'll help us out, so please do that. Sean O'Sullivan, on DS9, they do have automated weapons. Tinfoil Ninja, as an IT engineer, your internet problems only pose a challenge. Cryptic Spider-Man, if you were to direct Kelvin's Trek 4, what would you do to make it into what you like in a Trek film? Well, the whole thing would... Phoebe Seymour says 5 a.m. in the UK. Yes, it is. I would make it not suck, be canonically accurate, get the fuck out of the Kelvin universe, or fix the Kelvin universe, try to get back into Prime, try to do something with the timeline and say, what? Discovery? What the hell? Fix that shit. I mean, I would do something good. I don't know what I would do, but it would be good. Because I'm awesome. I'm really not good with story ideas, just for the record. The guy, have Junkman on one day. That would be cool. Yeah, I've been wanting to have him on for a long time, but it would be a late one like this, with just me and the OBS format. Even with StreamYards, I'd have to go through OBS, and I need to get that set up and stuff and have it working properly and consistently. Because like I said, every time I stream from either my downstairs computer or my laptop, it's fine for like 5 minutes, and then for 5 minutes, it's just like, we can't hear you, we can't see you, it's all choppy and jittery. Oh, the resolution's bad, what's happening? And then it comes back, and everything's fine now. And then like 5-10 minutes later, same thing happens. It's so choppy. It's like, fuck off. That's the thing with the internet. When it's good, nobody says a goddamn word. It's good. When I stream from my phone, I'm using the LTE network. Well, I'm using the Wi-Fi, but if that goes out, then the LTE network kicks in. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly crisp, clear picture, great sound, all that. I stream from the computer, and as soon as the signal goes a little bad, all the comments are like, oh, we can't hear you. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I get it. It's frustrating as a viewer. I know. I've been there. However, there's nothing I can do about it. So I get really frustrated with streaming from my computers for that reason. So that's why Samuel hosts all of the lives that we do during the week from his end, because his computer and the internet is way better as far as that goes. Plus, he's got the OBS thing down. Yeah, so when I do my lives, it's from my phone. So I can't incorporate Streamlabs onto my phone and have it broadcast the same. So I'm limited, unfortunately. So there you go. Fleet Pod Swiftback, Death to Kuroga, all hail Trekyards. What about Turdistan? All hail Turdistan. Feed me Seymour, would Data go mental trying to win Kobayashi Maru? No, he wouldn't. Curtis says, now we got Q and Picard. Let's hope that he fixed the Trek we all know and love. Yeah, as much as I would like that, as much as that should be what happens, it's not going to happen. I don't have any faith in them. Bryce says, remember that really cool holographic Batmobile armor in the last episode of Voyager that we will never see again? Sigh. Yes, yeah. I love how you said it's Batman armor. You're absolutely right. It is from the 98 or the 89 Batmobile. That's funny. Squadron course, $2. Hi, Captain. Sorry I'm late. Was working on my trill. Sounds kinky. I like trills. Matt might understand that reference better today. I had a discussion with Matt earlier. But yeah, trills are for the win. Kevinville Smith. I hadn't watched DS9 until recently. Finally finished it. It was so long and tiring. Voyager's still my favorite. Sinwell, first world problems. People shouldn't bitch. I know, but it's the internet. So, Turd Ferguson. What is your favorite kit bash ship to appear on screen in Trek? Probably the Nemesis, or not the Nemesis, the Nebula, the Nebula class. It's basically a kit bash, so I don't know if that would count for you, but it should, because that's my answer. The guy. This stream is crystal. Good night. I'm glad Junkman suggested you. Peace. Peace, my guy. The guy. I hope to see you later, and thank you for subscribing. I'm glad he suggested me also. Kevinville Smith, Kelvin Trek 4 should go back into the Prime universe. Yes. Curtis says, hey, Captain, I don't know you can see it yet, but you got 100 likes. Yes, I did get 100 likes. Thank you, Curtis. Zach, I'm surprised Colonel Kira wasn't pissed that she got demoted down one rank to commander when she joined Starfleet. Well, she hasn't earned the rank of captain, so. Squadron course, the problem with the armor is that it could be OP and make it hard to write good stories. Yep. Fleetpod says, and the spots go all the way down. They do, absolutely. Curtis says, I love Voyager and we need it out on Blu-ray. Oh, I mean, Fleetpod, don't say that they go all the way down. That's misogynistic and it's gatekeeping and you need to stop. That's an inside joke between, well, not joke, it's an inside issue between me and some other people in another group. A stupider thing was never said. And I've listened to what the hell is his name? Kuntzman, whatever the hell his name is. I don't remember his first name right now. What's his name? Alex Kurtzman? Yeah, Alex Kurtzman. Anyway. Squadron course. The captain in my book is a Trill, been making high quality models of the crew. Oh, cool. Squadron course. I'm on my 12th revision of the spots. Cryptic Spider-Man. I remember hearing someone say that they would like a Kelvin TNG series of films. I wouldn't go past TOS because Nero's incursion most likely won't affect anything in the 24th century. Lance Ripplinger says, hello, Captain. Hello. Turd Ferguson. I like the Centaur class because it was an Excelsior variant of the mono hull Federation design. Just wish they had done something like the back of the end of the Reliant. Yeah, the Centaur class is quite awesome, I gotta say. Phoebe Seymour, question. Voyager returns home due to Admiral Janeway time travel. Was she from Prime Universe or Voyager's return technically it's a new timeline, or was Admiral Janeway from an alternate universe? Never can tell with these things. Who knows? Could be both, could be neither, could be all of them, could be 50 other million things because parallels. I don't know. It's a very good question. She didn't have a right to do what she did, so... YJ Wrangler, I literally just finished Endgame on TV 10 minutes ago. A blade of armor is the shit. Sin Wolf, she didn't. Lieutenant Colonel is the same as Commander. Do you like to see Linda Carter in Star Trek? I'd like to see Linda Carter in anything, especially my bed. She is one beautiful woman. Her and Jane Seymour, oh my God. Such, for older women, oh my God. Jane Seymour and Linda Carter. Oh, I tell you. Kuntzman, yeah, that's his name, so. Derek Kulklo. Hi, Trekyards. Hello, Derek. Esoteric Videos. Hey, Captain. Hey, Esoteric. Brian Kesterson. Stuart, I woke up with a splitting headache and saw you were in, and I gave you 100th like. Oh, boy. Too many people have no sense of humor or irony or intelligence. Need I say more? Nope, you summed it all up. And thank you for the 100th like, by the way. We have 101 now, which is fantastic. Cryptic Spider-Man, what's your favorite Trek and Wars film? I hate these favorites thing. I think my favorite Star Wars film would have to be Empire Strikes Back. My favorite Trek film, it's a real toss-up between three of them. Star Trek 2, Star Trek 6, and First Contact. I'd probably go Star Trek 2 if I had to pick one, though. Enigma 1701A, Priscilla Presley, yum. And I agree with you on Jane and Linda. Yeah, you should. You should always agree with the captain. He knows what's up. He's the man. And they're fucking great. Oh, like, oh my God, they age so well. But to have them both young, oh my God. Jane Seymour in Battlestar Galactica. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. Fleetpaw, I remember. Sorry for being misogynist. Oh, you're also gatekeeping. Gavin Vale Smith, do you think a series based on The Burn and the aftermath, etc., would work? Voyager is on Blu-ray in Australia. A series based on it? No. A book based on it, and some of the survivors or some of the ships would be great. Turd Ferguson, Linda Carter's Wonder Woman titties, and Catherine Bach's Daisy. That was when I knew what I liked. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Daisy Dukes. Matt Boardman says chill spots are where it's at, or where it leads to. It's like a cobblestone pathway to heaven. Curtis, I do love Jane and Linda too, Captain. Madness 201, careful, Cap. The Admiral might hear you. She doesn't care. She would agree with me that Jane Seymour and Linda Carter are fucking hot. So, no. The Admiral is very good about those kind of things. So, she has no issues with it. She'll point out, like, attractive women or nice asses when we're out. And I really appreciate that in her. So, I don't have to look out for what the Admiral is hearing or not. Joseph Meditz, Jane in anything in those years. Yeah, Jane in anything. I'd like to be in Jane. I mean, have her in my bed. I mean, yeah, she was hot back in the day, wasn't she? Brian Kesterson, yeah, my two dream girls along with Raquel Welch. Hubba. William Deering from Buck Rogers was my girl. She was fucking hot back in the day, too. She didn't age quite as well as Jane Seymour and Linda Carter, but Feed Me Seymour, what's the worst Star Trek taking Abrams out of the mix? So from motion picture to Nemesis. Let me think about that. Insurrection. Feedpaw Swiftback smacks his hand. Bad gatekeeper. Bad. Misogynistic gatekeeper. Bad. Fleetpaw, I just need you to agree with me or disagree with me. Was that not the stupidest fucking thing you had ever heard when we read that? It's like, what the fuck? How do you even... What? Anyway. Madness 201. Hashtag salute the Admiral. Okay, give me a second. Okay, there. We're saluting her now. Is that too much? YJ Wrangler, I don't know if you're going off tits or legs. I'll go off on tits or legs. Oh, this is going way wrong. Linda Carter and Jane Seymour, I'm just going off of fucking stellar attractiveness. They are just beautiful fucking women. They're timeless. They got a timeless beauty. You know, it has nothing to do with sexual attributes. Although Linda Carter's tits were pretty great. So this is just, if anybody's watching this and they're gonna hashtag Captain Foley canceled. Anyway, moving on. Feed Me Seymour. Why is Insurrection the worst Trek film? Because it's a piece of fucking dog shit. It's just an extra long episode of TNG. And stupid premise. It's just not good. Curtis, and don't forget Xena. She was hot too and still is, Captain. Oh yes, Lucy Lawless. Yeah. Fleetpaw Swiftback. Yeah, pretty dumb, Stuart. I was speechless. Ryan Kesterson. Stuart is obviously not wearing pants. Actually, I am. Just for the record. Oh, see? Shorts. There's my shorts. Sub-manga. Hey, Captain, have you seen Star Trek Acid Party yet? No, I haven't. Curtis says, X-rated stream here. Never would such a thing happen. Squadron Course. The more I work on this model, the more I think my dream girl is a Trill Captain from the Mirror Universe. Is that so wrong? No, it's not wrong at all. Fleetpaw, Swiftback. It always goes off the rail on Trekyards After Dark. Oh yeah, especially the last part. And we're over the 2-hour mark right now. Zach, do you think Edward James Olmos ruined the new Battlestar Galactica by saying he wouldn't take the part of Adama if they were going to put aliens on the show? No, I didn't know he said that. And I haven't really seen all of it, so I don't know. Sinwolf, Riker literally plays with the joystick. Yes, he flies the ship with a joystick that I probably have in the basement. Exact same model. It's a little bit silly. YJ Wrangler, that's not what I meant. What did you say? Oh, going on. Brian Kesterson is laughing my ass off. George Ferguson, that just killed any chub I had for Linda and Catherine. Squadron Course, cool shirt, by the way. Thank you. YJ Wrangler, Daisy Duke, and Wonder Woman. Bryce says, a holographic emitters generates holographic emitters generate and manipulate force fields, plus have replicator abilities. Replicators use transporter tech. A ship like Prometheus with hollow emitters throughout. Imagine the possibilities. Madness 201. In the Foley class video, you said that the version 3 is your favorite. If you could, is that the one you would still have, that you would have a model of? I know you're working on one, but what one would you prefer to see? I really like the Mark III, which is its own class. It's actually the Polybius class. And yes, I think that's the one I would really like to have a model of. I did make the Foley class Mark II. I had it made into a resin kit that you guys could buy. I don't know if it's still available from the company, however. So a few people had them. There was 2 of them at Wonderfest. 2 people had built a Foley class ship and put it in the model show, which I missed, of course, because fucking COVID. So I couldn't see my own ship at Wonderfest on display, but whatever. But yeah, the Mark III, I think, or the Polybius class, is the superior out of all of them. And I'm looking forward to showing you more of that soon, guys. So, Eric Martin, are the chin splints better? I never had a chin splint. I mean, that seems weird. I think you mean the shin splints. And yes, it only lasts while I'm walking. So. Squadron Course. James almost did a con here. He gave a lecture in a big auditorium. At the end, he gave us a motivational speech as a Dhamma. Had the whole room shouting, "So say we all. So say we all. So say we all." Hallelujah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Pretty good. But this has been a fun live. Never fucking drinking this shit again. I'm probably going to pour this down the sink because this tastes fucking awful. This is really good. I highly recommend. Social Light. Never give up. Never surrender. I never surrender. Also. Yes. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go enjoy some YouTube, hang out, sit down, shut the fuck up, and just chill out for a while. It has been fun hanging out with you guys, as always. I look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. If you want to join me, please consider coming back and doing so. We always have fun with these, and this was a great one. But I want a topic next time. I want a trivia topic. I want to actually do trivia questions. I'm going to sit here and not talk until I get a trivia question next week. It's just how it's going to be. I'm kidding. Bye, guys.